I'm gonna never actually tell if this is ever focused on me. If people are kind of confused, like I don't have a front-facing type of like reflective LED screen, so it's like I'm hecka just aiming right now. So we're just gonna, what's going on, guys? Today is the day that this has came out, and I've been kind of hyping it up. I kind of wanted to make a trailer, but I was just so focused on actually making the whole thing. So it's a very conceptual story about my experience as a storyteller and a filmmaker at James Logan. I'm not, of course, a filmmaker, but I've made you know what? That's So I've made videos throughout high school, and so it's just my story throughout. What I wanted to get across is that I want you to pause this video first, because I'll be explaining the whole thing here. So I want you to watch it first rather than watch this and then watch it first. I mean, I have no real control over it, but I mean, I'd like it if you guys would watch this first and then come back and watch this. So that being said, I'm gonna clear up and explain a lot of things on this film, because I understand that there could be a lot of misconceptions and a lot of confusion, because it's a very conceptual thing. I put like a lot of symbolism in it, or not put, but like I've filmed a lot of symbolism. So I just want to make sure that it's all cleared up. So yeah, in a way it's going to be kind of me reacting, but I'm going to like watch it and then pause it every few times and then like explain what's going on, maybe give you guys like behind the scenes understanding like what happened and like how this became what it became. So here we go. Boom. All right. Yeah, I wanted to dedicate it to them. I mean, it's not really anything. Not like, it doesn't really matter. Or not like their dedication matters, but not like this video is like any big or anything. It's just like, I don't know. I feel like they deserve some recognition after our year, because that was a big part of our year, and it was kind of difficult. To explain this part, the opening scene is a rendition of all the intros that I've had through high school. As in intros, I mean like for All in a Snap. And yeah. Okay, wait, I wanted to clear this up real quick. This is the finale to All in a Snap, okay? Don't think that this is separate from that. This is all about like All in a Snap. Like this is like, it's not all about it, but it's like that's the premise. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you see, in a lot of clips, Robbie's voice is really low, and that's because I wanted to optimize it so that it's best to watch this with earphones, because if it was louder, and then someone was watching it like on a MacBook with their speakers or like on a TV, and then they didn't really know who I was, then they'd get bored and skip through the part. But that part was important for people that like know who I am, and then like my friends, or like you guys, basically, my viewers. And there's a scene in here where I had a conversation with Robbie, and then in there, I intentionally made the scene very low, like audio low, so that if anybody gets bored through it, they can skip through it. But then that's only intentionally for people that don't know, like, they just like don't understand, you know what I'm saying? It's like, just like, if I were to say like a stranger, like I didn't know, like if anybody that I don't know watches it like this, you know, comes across, and then they get to that part, then they can skip through it because it's like, oh, it's boring, I can't hear it anyways, he messed up. But no, I really didn't mess up. I made it so that it's good for earphones, because I know my viewers will watch it with earphones. So it's basically like, in a way, like I kind of tricked strangers to skip a scene that was sentimental for me and the viewers. Yeah, this is, if you guys didn't know, this is the box for the first Spirit Week video I've ever made. and I've been filling it up with stuff all senior year. What's actually crazy is I forgot to add the SD cards from senior skit video, but I kind of have it in there like as an Easter egg if you guys kind of find it. And then I forgot to add like all the little things from the first video, from the first Spirit Week video. But this is if you guys don't know who this is Snow Allegra. Like, her music is like amazing. Every once in a while I have to stop recording because there's a recording limit on this camera and it's only up to 20 minutes, so it's like I have to stop it every few times, and this whole thing, like this, is all 20 minutes long. So we're just gonna just know that I'm gonna like, there's gonna be a little cuts and it's gonna be weird. Okay. Yeah, like on the last day of school I hecka bugged my friends like, hey, could I get your guys' senior portraits, because I really wanted them for this. Like, I really wanted it, like all of them, you know. This is basically a reference to like long viewers, or not long viewers, but like people that have been watching me throughout this year. Oh, I forgot I recorded this. This is missing. The lights. This part was so struggling, like trying to get like keying done and stuff, and like trying to get this done. It's crazy. This turned out perfectly though. Or not perfect, but like it came out how I kind of expected it to. This was the first thing recorded out of this. Like, this was the first thing I've ever started with this. And okay, that right there is symbolism. If you guys haven't been watching me for a while, Joed, it has been a big part of my videos. Not big, but like he's been there from the start. And to explain it is that in this sequence, I essentially, this is a dream, this part, and what happens is that Joed bumps into me, and it is 2 years in the future. There's going to be a establishing like scene there that explains kind of like what year it is if you kind of look carefully. But Joed bumps into me, and that's symbolism for the fact that, you know, in the future not a lot of people will remember who you are. Maybe you guys have passed in high school, but it's like, you know, you don't know where you're going to be in 2 years. You don't know where you're going to be in 5 years or 10 years. So it's kind of crazy. So it's like, yeah. So essentially, this whole cafe scene is a dream. Like, I've actually had this dream. So, yeah. Okay, it's loud. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I had a dream, like, that I met with Kevin. Okay, so this is it. If you look closely, it says People's Choice Awards announces 2019 nominees. That's like a little, like, subtle way to say the date. I know we look the same, but I don't have technology to do future work or, like, change our appearance, so chill. This is exactly what happened in the dream. This is like exactly how it was shot, or not shot, but this is how I imagined it in like when I was sleeping.
Did you hear me? Did you hear what I said?
It's gonna get loud. Shit. Yeah. Yeah. During editing for the senior skit video, I had a dream that I met up with Kevin, and essentially I met up with Kevin at like a Starbucks, but I chose Cafe because it looked better. And I had a dream that we talked about high school, and then he brought up All in a Snap, and then I was just like, I couldn't handle it because it was so long ago, 2 years since like All in a Snap, and I kind of forgot what it was, and I couldn't mentally handle it. So what happened was like I ended up having an anxiety attack. and then I woke up from that, which is this, and I was creating the skit film. It was like half in the day. I don't know if any, this is kind of little, but like if people text me throughout the day, like to check if I'm okay through editing like these big videos. So like if you guys remember, if anybody like tried to text me, I was like I wouldn't reply throughout that whole day because I was like kind of like I finished the whole first part like in the first half of my day, like in the morning, and then I woke up and then I hella like sped through it after. Okay, so this part is like to explain like the little split. That was symbolism for the fact that I had a splitting headache. like it hurt, but
I haven't changed.
Yeah.
When I got home, I'm sorry. This video will be coming.
This was actually this scene.
7:30.
This was recorded actually when I was like actually making the skit film. Like this was on the day, like Saturday after our skit performance. I don't know why I recorded it.
It felt so real.
Yeah, I've never like, this was kind of like a documenting type of point because it was like I woke up and then I was hecka like, I was so tired, but I was just like, I didn't know how to react to such a dream.
I think I'm gonna take another nap, and I'm just gonna like.
Yeah, the dream sequence with Robbie, that's another dream that I had legit right after. So yeah, uploading is like crazy.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, this was
so I
like.
just uploaded the senior skit video. Oh god, I can't. Hello? Okay. So I just uploaded the senior skit video right now, and damn, I'm tired. But like, when you guys see this, like.
Okay, we're just gonna skip through this part because like it's just, this part was like filler. Like I had nothing really to put in there. So I actually I found this file like also with it, but it was like really boring because there's a lot of pauses if you notice. I didn't want to put it in, but I put it in because it kind of explains more too. Oh wow, my computer's kind of getting hot. Okay, so to explain this part was the day before on senior skit performance in class, I was watching Adventure Time because I got really I have a lot of free periods, okay guys. So I was watching Adventure Time and then there's this episode called The Comet, and this is exactly a voiceover from The Comet from Adventure Time. So it's essentially what it is, okay? So when I took a nap the other day, I imagined like this. Like I imagined this whole scene in my head, but applying to me. Because in the video, in Adventure Time, the Comet, which is this lady that's talking, explains to Finn that he has a choice, and then it basically flashes back to his life. But then this one, it applied to me. So it was a lot of scenes from my life. It's not specifically all of these, but it's like somewhat similar. This was probably kind of the greatest one, or greatest like cinematic I've made.
This is your crisis.
Kinda.
As you stand on the edge of freedom from love, hate.
Okay, to explain this, okay, you know how it says escape from freedom, or have freedom, I don't know, freedom from love and then hate, and then you guys might get confused because Felipe is in the one that says hate. Felipe and I are dope, okay? Like, we're not, like, there's no problems between us. The reason why I put this scene is because if you watch, like, if you follow my vlogs, this is why this is made for people that watch my vlogs, is that in this specific scene, there were people that when we were walking, they flipped us off. Like, they flipped off my vlog, basically, because in the back they said, fuck your vlog. And then that was basically what hate is. So don't think that, like, Felipe and I aren't cool, because him and I are bros, okay? Like, him and I shoot together. He helped me record, like, the whole Robbie sequence. Like, we're dope, okay? I just wanted to explain that and clear that up. So, just don't get confused. Okay, wait, we're going to stop recording real quick. Okay, we're going to refocus. Okay. Okay. Whatever. Yeah. Okay.
friendship, isolation, jealousy, secrets, violence,
Okay. That's
sadness, madness.
okay. This was subtle to the next scene. It says madness, and that's because in the next scene, when you see me like this, it says madness because I'm basically watching myself. So it's like a way to foreshadow the future. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it was just a little thing.
Honor, loyalty,
Guys, in a way, to like be really cool and stuff. So
I made this.
I saw this thing on YouTube.
I kind of
What he
made
did
this.
was basically go back to like the old videos and stuff. And
I kind of made this
basically fade into,
distastefully
like, what happened in
colored,
the past.
so like it's
So
kind
what
of
I'm
like
gonna do
paste
is
or not
exactly
paste,
what
but
that
like it's
is.
like you see how the filter it makes it look very different.
It's pretty real, huh?
Like you can't see a lot of color, but you see like a little
so
bit.
That's not me.
Okay, this is just to explain. You know how I went to sleep with the senior skit, like my jacket, it was the dragon one and it was black, and I woke up with white, and that's to symbolize that this is a dream. I wanted to make myself glow in a way, so white was the best way to like kind of simulate it.
So if that's not me at all, then are you Robbie? Something like that.
Excuse my acting.
You know what?
I'm sorry.
Let's touch one more time.
I'm sorry. Okay, to also explain, I'm in like sandals and Nike. I'm in Nike sandals, and then I'm also in sweats to symbolize that I was like sleeping. So in this whole sequence, Robbie plays as not God, but he plays as stress and anxiety, and every moment ever. Yeah, because I had a dream that I met up with him, not necessarily here, but I met up with him like in San Francisco in a dream. And we met up, and then like him and I talked, right? And then when we talked, he basically reassured me that I shouldn't stress over making videos, because at that time, this is a portrayal about how people kind of see me. Like I don't actually stress over making videos a lot, but it's just understand that this was like a reassurance to myself, like in the dream, and then also recording it to basically live in the moment and capture it as well. So okay, we're gonna skip this part because it's like, yeah, this is the part where you really need earphones. More specifically, this moment. You see how the camera's shaking and stuff? That was intentional. Like, Felipe's hands were very steady when he was recording it, but I added handheld shaking, like an effect.
As I sit here, kind of.
And I wanted it there because it showed like the intensity of the scene, lightweight.
I just graduated, and
Okay, you guys know this part.
I really thought about it. And what if we can rewind?
Okay, we're gonna
all
like
the way
try to
back
skip through.
to the start, and I didn't do.
Okay, this was dope because I was listening to Bryson Tiller's new album, True to Self, and then at the end, this was like this is the outro song for the for the album, and it's called Always. And I just heard it and I was like, dude, this is good. And like this scene kind of doesn't even make a lot of sense. Like, why is this here? But it's kind of like a good way to end off things, you know. I like it. It's very when I was rewatching it, I was kind of emotional, but it's like it's nice, you know. I think the Snapchat part might be confusing to some people with all the Snapchat videos. I put that in because this isn't just about me. It's not just about me. It might be about my experience, but this is also about you guys and like who you guys have been to me, and you guys have been like a big part. And these specific people that I've put in here, I asked them for Snapchats because it's also their moments too. It's their moments. It's this, you know. It's what they have. So that's what all this is. So just know that if I didn't ask you for a Snapchat video, that doesn't mean you're not significant. It's just that these people have if you're in at least them, you know, they've just like, it's been part of my senior year, and just like understand, you know what I'm saying? So
Is this a vlog?
yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Gianmarlo. He gave me the outro music for this. I didn't expect to use it, but it was like This sequence is very long with all the Snapchats, so I just put it in. Yeah, so that's all that. I think it was nice because Wanshido gave me their outro for prom, and so I just used it. It was cool. It makes me happy that I'm not the only creator at Logan, or like from my class at least. There's so much people. So, okay, quick shout out. I think as well as today, Noah's Volume 3 documentary of high school is coming out today. So, show him some love if it's uploaded today. If not, when it's uploaded, watch it. So yeah, that's this. So yeah, I just want to say, okay, wait, let me end the recording real quick. I just want to say thanks, guys, for supporting me through everything. This project was basically so that I can explain to you guys that, yes, it seems that I'm stressed, okay? It seems that I'm stressed in all of these things. Like, people text me, like, are you stressing over making videos? Or, like, you should take a break and stuff. Absolutely 100%. If I told you I was stressed, sorry, I lied to you. And that's only because I wanted you to, like, really feel relaxation with me. Like, if I told you that I was stressed, right, then you'd tell me, like, oh, take a rest. Because I feel like if I told you the truth, like, oh, I was just fine, I wasn't really stressed at all, you'd think I'm lying. But just know that as I'm making all of these videos, they're fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, as I'm making them, the same reason why I started YouTube is so that I can give you guys the same goosebumps I get when I, like, record. And when I'm editing and stuff, I get goosebumps because it's just like, wow, like, what have I created? You know what I'm saying? So it's just, yeah. So, oh wow, Angelo is calling me. I just want to say thank you again. That's what this was, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and it's kind of, that's it. Yep. I will be, this Thursday and Friday I have college orientation, and I'm not recording any of it, but after Thursday and Friday gets done, I'm going to be, like, stress-free because I've been kind of thinking about it a lot. So once it's done, like, you guys are going to get videos. Like, I'm going to start creating more because it's like I won't have a lot of things on my mind. And yeah, so also I have a new visual coming tomorrow. So it's a visual, so it's not like, it's very different from what I've ever created. So yeah, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and go watch this if you watch this video first rather than, you know, yeah.